Good morning. This is Anna Wilds, the franchise economist, and welcome to today's Franchise Minute. The topic is health and wellness franchises. If you're new to joining us, this is the format. We will watch a 60-second video on today's topic. Then we'll have 15 minutes of live Q&A. You ask the questions and I'll give the answers. And right now, we're just going to wait for a few moments while people are continuing to join our franchise minute. Will begin in just a moment. In the meantime, take a look at the chat box. I've provided all my contact information as well as the address to our website, which has got great resources for people like you who want to learn more about franchising. Okay, we are now ready to begin and we'll watch the Franchise Minute video. Hello, I'm Anna Wilds, the franchise economist, and welcome to this week's Franchise Minute on health and wellness franchises. For decades, we've seen weight loss centers, massage studios, vision care stores, and various urgent care clinics. Health and wellness is an exciting area of growth. We also have chiropractic clinics, salt caves, CBD stores, and medical spas. There is emphasis on prescription wellness and anti-aging therapies. Think IV drips, vitamin shots, cold plunge contrast therapy, flotation therapy, and cryotherapy. There is also medical testing, mental health clinics, and hydration bars. Health and wellness franchises are a big, sexy area of innovation. To learn more, contact me, Anna Wilds, the franchise economist. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to the Anna Wilds YouTube channel and join us next week for the Franchise Minute. Very interesting and growing area in franchising. Last week, I spoke about the really big growth in franchising is coming from two areas. One, fast food, that's no surprise, but the other is in the area of personal services, and health and wellness businesses are a big component of that. Go ahead and ask me your questions, type them into the comment section or the chat box. It just depends whatever social media platform you're joining us on. I'll be glad to answer your questions. All right. The first one is, what are some of the hottest health and wellness franchises now? That is a tough question to answer because it is just so popular and there's so many health and wellness businesses to choose from. But let me give you some ideas in addition to the ones that I mentioned in the video. There's chiropractic care, I think I mentioned that, dental services, medical and lab testing, the vitamin spas, the medical spas that often prescription wellness, that's really taking off. And I did mention a number of things like flotation therapy and LED light therapy. You might not know what those things are, but they're to help the overall wellness of people. And cryotherapy is something that is a big anti-aging thing that's very popular now as well. And what that does, you go into sub-zero, um, it's like the opposite of a sauna. So you go into this sub-zero like freezer for just a very few minutes. I think I lasted 2 minutes in there and then come out. And supposedly that's supposed to be have a lot of health benefits to people. So I'm not expert in any of those, but I have experienced it. I have visited franchisors and used their medical spa services. Very interesting and very eye-opening. And they're really, really catching on, whether you're an elite athlete or just a person who's concerned about their overall health and wellness. These things are really becoming quite popular. all over the country. And of course, with the tsunami of aging Americans, there's, as I mentioned, an emphasis on anti-aging services like the cryotherapy, the LED light therapy, and similar aesthetics. Another thing to think of along health franchises are also home health care franchises, in-home senior care that can provide either skilled or non-skilled medical or nursing care. Skilled nursing would involve things like changing IVs and that sort of thing. Non-skilled care could be anything from companion care to assistance with what they call activities of daily living, like dressing. So it can be skilled or non-skilled. There's even services that help people downsize, but that's not health or wellness really, unless an older person has to transition from uh, where they live to another, maybe smaller footprint senior facility. And of course, the line can be blurred between health and wellness. I'll give an example of like therapeutic massage. The number one reason people go for massage is to alleviate pain. I literally have a pain in my neck, and I will be getting monthly massages as long as I'm able to get in the car and go. And there are plenty of people like that who will continue to use these health and wellness services because of the emphasis and the priority they put in these services. It's just part of their lifestyle. And along the lines of wellness, just some other examples include salt caves, which is relatively new to me, but we have one here in Augusta, Georgia, where I live. And we're well familiar with the vitamin stores and supplements that can be bought. Now CBD stores is kind of the latest, and that's been around actually for a few years now. Next question that's come in is how much money is needed for one of these businesses? With the exception of something like home health care, which is a business that provides a service where the business goes to the customer, that's going to be a much lower investment level than any of these brick and mortar locations, a physical location where the customers come to the business. And so, what I like to see is an absolute minimum of $100,000 of non financed cash or liquidity that the potential franchisee or business owner could invest. Uh, a little bit wider range would be $100,000 to $150,000 of non-finance cash, and then a net worth of around $300,000. That's kind of where you would go for a minimum. And there's some great funding resources on our website, howtoselectfranchises.com. Howtoselectfranchises.com. I highly recommend you go there, look under the resources tab. There's some excellent information there that talks about SBA loans, use of retirement fund dollars that can be used without tax or penalty to fund a business. A lot of people that I work with, actually about 98% of the people I work with who have um, eligible retirement fund monies, go that route for their liquidity infusion into their business. Next question. Very good. Who makes good owners or successful owners of a health and wellness franchise? From my experience, I've been doing this 20 years being a franchise advisor. Most people who are attracted to these type of businesses care a lot about people. They really want to make a difference as well as a dollar with a sound business investment. And it's certainly possible to make a good dollar and a good difference in the lives of people through health and wellness franchises. Equally important to having a focus on people wanting to make a difference is also having solid business skills because the role of the owner is to work on the business. For example, franchisors who offer therapeutic massage franchises, they're not looking for a massage therapist. The owner of the business, the franchisee, will hire the massage therapist who provide the service. People who own a franchisee that has a in-home senior care franchise doesn't go take the blood pressure of patients in their homes. They hire the caregivers, the nurses, the CNAs, the people who provide the service. So the role of the owner is to manage the business. Okay, it's not to actually provide the actual service. Let me give another example. So, with a vitamin store or CBD store, the owner would be in the business and can be waiting on customers in addition to having employees that need managing and running the business overall. But I just want to make a distinction that a lot of people confuse the role of the owner with the role of the employees or the 1099 contractors that actually provide the service that the business or the franchise provides. So I wanted to provide that clarity. Okay, next question that's come in, very good, is how are health and wellness franchises affected by the economy? A lot of people are concerned, of course, with the state of our economy and if now is the right time to get into a health or wellness franchise. Well, I, from my perspective, what I've seen is that these are not necessarily negatively or nearly as negatively impacted as other businesses. So let me explain that. Things like massages and vitamins and other supplements are important to a lot of people and are part of their lifestyle. So for me, no matter who's in the White House, if there's a global war going on or the economy goes down, I'm still going to go get my massages because it helps alleviate pain. And I'm still going to take my vitamins and various supplements that I purchase every month. And I'm also going to work out at the gym. I'm going to maintain my health, especially as I get older. That's more and more of a priority for me and many millions of other consumers and customers of these businesses. And not only that, these businesses can fall into the category of what I call affordable luxuries. So I might not be able to go to Europe for 2 weeks on a vacation if I need to tighten my budget belt, but I'm still going to get massages. I'm still going to go take care of my skin. I'm still going to get my nails done. I'm still going to have cryotherapy if that's something that I get on a regular basis. I'm still going to maintain my looks and my health and my overall wellness. And these are relatively affordable, even like a couples massage. I mean, you can do that instead of going to Paris for a week if people need to tighten their um, budget belt, as I said before. So a lot of these services are just considered affordable luxuries and are an important part of people's lifestyles. People want to look good, people want to feel good, and they're willing to pay for these services. Okay, I think we have time for maybe one more question. What is the best way to learn about health and wellness franchises? I'm going to point you to a number of resources that we have. Please go visit our website, howtoselectfranchises.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Anna Wilds on YouTube. I'm on all the main social media platforms. I put out a lot of information every week. You can also join, if you go to our website, you can join our weekly insider newsletter community. Is robust. I have a private Facebook group for people who want to be franchise industry insiders. So a lot of ways that you can connect with me and the resources that I provide on a weekly basis. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Do come back next Wednesday at 11:30 when we will be talking about real estate related franchises, another hot area in franchising now. Thank you. I'm Anna Wilds, the franchise economist.